We'll now hear a couple words from Jen Casey, Selectman.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being part of our Veterans Day celebrations this morning. Today is the day that we pay tribute to our veterans, those who have served this great nation and those who now serve at home and overseas. I've been asked to say a few words about our veterans and about the men and women who served and fought bravely in World War II. We all know that history is a story told with the benefit of hindsight. Today, with that benefit, we understand what losing World War II would have meant to our freedom and way of life. We understand that we would not be standing here as free Americans. When we were forced into World War II by the attack on Pearl Harbor, no one could have known or truly understood the seriousness of the threat facing America and her allies around the world. No one knew then that while there was this rising wave of tyranny that cast a shadow on our freedoms from afar, there was also a rising of a generation of Americans who were ready and willing to fight for our freedom. Our World War II veterans rose up to defend our freedoms and our country. They prevailed. This generation has been called the greatest generation. We know today that these World War II veterans forever changed and shaped the world through their actions, their deeds, and their unrelenting belief that America is the greatest republic on earth. They believed that our way of life was worth fighting for. And they understood that America is great for the freedoms that it represents to all in the world. I pondered some of these thoughts while I was preparing for this morning's talk. And I was reminded of a story that I read not too long ago. It was about a woman who was rescued from one of the concentration camps in World War II. She remembered believing she was going to die, tired, beat down, and heartbroken by the suffering all around her and by the thought of what fate her loved ones had met. She remembered looking out a window inside one of the concentration camp warehouses where the prisoners were kept. She specifically remembered seeing the American flag flying in the breeze through that small, dirty window. She recalled feeling so happy she wanted to cry. Cry because for the first time, amidst all the death and suffering, that American flag gave her hope. And she knew it meant she had a future and that she was going to survive. The first American soldier she met was a man whose family had also been killed in the concentration camps. He had been sent to the United States by his family before they had been seized. He joined the United States Air Force, and it was his flag that she saw through that small, dirty window that gave her hope. We understand why our flag meant so much to her, and that is why we are here today, to celebrate that meaning and to say thank you to our veterans. And as an aside, she did end up marrying that veteran, and they came back to the United States and produced a beautiful family. So today, I want to say thank you to all of the veterans of the United States of America, wherever you may be, in heaven or on earth. Hear our country's collective tribute to you on Veterans Day. Know that we honor and we salute you. God bless all of you, and God bless America. Thank you.
At a time of war, at a time when our troops, our finest, are represented not only in this great town of Oxford, but this true country, the United States of America, fighting for the cause that, unlike the people before have, the people before, the 126 plus names you see in this wall, that represented our community. They fought in the trenches. They fought the war that was to end all wars. As history has told us, that was not the case. Once again, great Americans have been called to duty. They've been called to represent the good, represent us. And for that, I thank them. As I look out today and look at our veterans, look again at the finest, and thank them for their service, for their duty. But I also thank the ones that could have been not with us today, the ones, the infirmed, in the rest homes, recovering from surgeries. Others that have been called to work today to support their families. Even others that chose not to, that they've done their duty and it is time, it is not their time to come forward. Please, today, remember all the veterans. Those here, we thank you. Those that could not be with us, please try and outreach to those. Please thank them for what they've done. That in their line, in their duty, in what they've done, they've made us much better people. So once again, happy Veterans Day. Thank you, and God bless.
Half right, face. Ready. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Aim. Fire. Ready. Front. Present. Hunts. Order! Hunts! Order! Final line! You never know. Hunt! Parade! Rest!
Here we were.
Good morning. It's a privilege and an honor to be here this morning in celebration of Veterans Day. We heard words at two other memorials this morning, World War II, World War I, and here we are now before the Korean and Vietnam War Memorial. There's a common thread that goes through each war that we have endured over the years. And that common thread is freedom. Every war has its own history. Every war has its own agreements and disagreements as to how it should have been handled. I served during the Vietnam era. That era was considered an era of, I don't know how to put it, but there was a lack of support for veterans. Not by all, but by many, because of the war and the reasons why we went to Vietnam. However, those of us who served during that era were veterans. We did it because our country had called. Then we stand here before the Korean Memorial. That is known, and most of you veterans who served in Korea, that war was known as the Forgotten War. This monument memorial wasn't dedicated until long after the Korean War. As a matter of fact, it was dedicated at the same time that the Vietnam monument was erected. That's why it's a joint memorial. I just want to say that I read something in this morning's telegram that really struck home. And it was in the editorial column. It was a letter to the editor, written by an Oxford veteran. And it was very short. It was only a couple sentences, but it really hit home. It honored the veteran by saying, a veteran is one who writes a blank check, and that check includes everything up to and including his or her life. How true that is. It couldn't have been said any better. When you're in the military, you are a blank check. You're there and you're willing and able to give whatever you can so that people can enjoy the celebrations of holidays such as today. There are many people here today honoring the veterans, but there are many people, a lot more people, that are home enjoying Veterans Day in a different way. And it's kind of sad because they get the day off, they get the holiday, but it's you, the veteran, who gave them the right to enjoy a holiday in the way that they wanted. To you, I salute you and honor you. Thank you.
Ready! Aim! Fight! Aim! Fight! Aim! Fight! Ready! One! Present! One!
Bye.